Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So this is the part two of the feathers fascinator. So to use feathers, you have to work on it in different ways. There are a lot of ways to work with feathers, and we cannot just finish it in one video. Okay, but one thing I want you to know is that you can cut and design your feathers, and if your feathers is not neat, you can trim off the sides. Okay, and then the part you want to attach to the wire, you have to make sure that it's flat. Don't use the swollen um part. This beginning of the feathers, you see some of them are so fat. Trim it off, cut it, and make sure you get a flat one. You can even like open it, tear it into two so that it can be flat. So when you are attaching it to the wire, and you are turning your thread or your trimming, whatever you are using to wrap it around the wire, there's always a little difference between the part where the wire is being attached and the ordinary stem of the art wire. Okay, the part where the feathers is being attached will look a little bit swollen, different from the ordinary stem that don't have anything. So you try by all means to avoid anything that will make it excessively swollen. Okay, so after that, we'll use our bias to wrap. So I don't know what to call this particular bias that I'm using. Oh, it's like a ribbon. I thought, okay, I showed it in part one. Okay, it's like a ribbon, and it's light, it's not fat, so it makes your work easy. But if you are not using this one, you can use thread. Okay, don't use normal thread, use metallic thread. This metallic thread are reflective and shiny. Or pull thread from your ashoke, that two-tone ashoke. The thread is like a metallic thread. Just pull the thread. If you have the color, maybe pieces of the color, just pull the thread. Okay, and use it to achieve whatever you plan to achieve. Feathers work is very broad, abeg, but let's just do this tree work first. Okay, so when you are creating a tree, just remember how the natural tree is and the branches. Okay, if you look at the natural tree, you see that it has branches, and even it can have the branches can also have branches. So this is the idea we work with. It's either you are creating just a straight tree with branches, or you are creating the tree, or the tree with branches that carry branches. So like I was saying, this thing is not that difficult. Just you can create anything. Is a style. Sometimes we restrict ourselves from doing some certain designs just because we feel that we do not have the idea. What stops you from coming up with your own idea? You can trim your feathers anyhow, cut it, form any design you want to form, tie it anyhow, form roses with it, and use it for the things you want to do. It mustn't follow a particular order for you to achieve something, except in the case where you have a client requesting for a particular design and of course, if you cannot do it, what stops you from saying, I cannot do this, but I can do something better for you? Even me, I tell people that there are some job you bring from, I'll tell you that, please ma, I'm not the original inventor of this let me speak English. I'm not the original creator or inventor of this particular design, so I might not be able to get it exactly for you. But if you want me to just work around this design, I can give you something better. Simple and short. So that is just on a lighter note. I want to build your confidence that uh, feathers work is easy. Feathers work is easy. It's easy. I'm thinking of doing more videos on feathers work, but I'm just going to look at what the response to this first one I'm doing is. If it's much, it shows that a lot of people want to learn it. If it's not much, it shows that a lot of people don't want to learn it. So that's just it. So now I'm just trying to, now it's not compulsory, please, that you use the full length of the feathers the way it came from market. It's not. Oh, and it's not also compulsory that you use the complete width, that is how wide. You can trim this feather, slim it down, and begin to use it. So I don't know. Well, like I said before, we cannot finish it all in one video. So please be conscious to add glue every time you are attaching your feather. It will help it to stick. So you can either use your liquid glue, or you can use hot glue. But if you are trying to use hot glue, you really have to be very economical with it, as in don't pour excess hot glue, so you use the hot glue to first of all stick the feathers, and then you wrap tight. But then preferably, that is like, which one is better? I think I prefer the liquid glue. It's seamless and flawless. It will not leave any stain or any form of issue for you to deal with. So if you look at this feather in my hand now, you see how rough this feather is looking. You see, I have to pluck it, cut it, trim it, so that it can give me good result. Don't just carry any feather you see and begin to create your tray. I hope that is taken. So let me borrow some time. Okay, before I will borrow some time, I want to also lay emphasis that while creating the tree, you can actually tie your feathers, create your branches without tonguing your feathers, and then you can tongue the feathers after all. So it's not compulsory you tongue your feathers down. You can just take your feathers, create the tree, and then when you are done, you go ahead and begin to tongue. So now let me borrow some minutes. I know a lot of persons are just discovering me for the first time. If you are one of those people just discovering me, I am the CEO of Creative Ends International. So you are watching this video made by Creative Ends International, and on this particular channel we do a lot on headwear. So anything that has to do with headwears, they are part of the things that we take care of. And if you are looking forward to getting into this headwear business, I think we will be one of your best, should I say, I'm not a blogger, I will be one of your best content creators for you to follow. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so. And I also want to lay emphasis on the fact that we have our membership page. That is a particular session that is set out for those people that are members of this particular channel, not just subscribers, but committed members. And they have a lot of benefits, like normal videos we don't bring to the public, they have access to them. Okay, so if you want to join, you just check our description page. You are going to see the link to become a member of Creative Ends platform. Thank you in advance, because I know that a lot of you will soon become my members. All right, so you can see what the result is getting to as we begin to tongue. And when we are done, don't forget to spend time tonguing. I have laid emphasis on this before. This is because it will not allow your feathers to stretch easily. Yeah, your feathers will not stretch easily. So that's it. And when you are done tonguing, we just wrap our hairband, fix it. And of course, I would also like to emphasize that you can fix this on hairband, you can fix it on fascinators, you can fix it on even turban directly, depending on what you are looking forward to achieving. So that will be all for today's video. I will allow you to watch, and if you have any question, I will be here ready to respond to you. So I'll see you in my next video. See you in my next video. So from my own end is bye for now. Love you.